So apparently, there's been two alleged cases of schoolgirls in middle school to early high school years being sexually assaulted by some dude in a freaking skirt, trying to say that he's a female when he was born a freaking man and had man junk. You know what I'm saying? And this supposedly happened in London County schools in Ashburn, Virginia. Look the stories up. You know what I'm saying? People, they talking about it. But this goes back to what I've been telling y'all. Y'all keep on going on and on with this trans rights bull crap, and we're literally putting our daughters in danger. Part of what brought this news out is the fact that one of the girls' father apparently went on a rampage, and he was arrested for disorderly conduct because he was like pissed off that the school tried to cover up the fact that his daughter was sexually assaulted. I'm like, I don't blame him. Like, you a father to your precious daughter, and you find out that some man thing in a skirt went up in the bathroom behind your daughter and then just took her innocence against her will, probably scarred her for life. She could probably be scarred for the rest of her life off of this. And nobody's taking you seriously. Like, they're saying, we don't have any record of this thing happening, but they trying to shove it under the rug, and we gonna quietly ship the boy off to another school in the district, you know what I'm saying? And trying to protect his privacy and all that type of stuff. But it's like, you don't think that father is going to want to flip a few tables over and throw a fit? Look, what I got to say, I already know it's going to be controversial, but it got to be said. Reality freaking asserts itself, okay? What is the truth is always going to be the truth. And the truth is, if you walking around here with a pair of testicles in an elephant trunk, and you demanding to be treated like a woman, I'm sorry, you're gonna always be looked at by different people, especially parents and people with females in their life that they're trying to protect, daughters and innocent children and whatnot. You're gonna be looked at sideways, because it's like, why do you want to go in the restroom? You sitting there with your male stuff, and you want to walk in the bathrooms behind these girls. And the reason why is because, bro, you pose a literal freaking physical threat to these young women, to these girls. This is just like the case that I brought up like a month and a half ago of the transgender dude who took his behind in the spa and just flashed everybody. It was girls in there, young girls in there and everything. And then not to mention the grown women who just thought they was in a female only safe space. And then they turn around and they see a huge elephant trunk and they're like, yo, what the heck? That's what America is fighting for. I mean, that's what y'all pushing for as hard as y'all can. And it's like, y'all so sensitive, y'all so snowflakey and sensitive about this whole issue. I mean, it's like, look at Dave Chappelle's comedy routine recently as a prime example. It's like, he gets on stage and he says a few little things about the transgender movement. Y'all want him canceled. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the truth though. Like, everywhere you look in nature, any creature you see walking around here with a pouch and an elephant trunk, they're males. That's what they are. And so that's the truth of the matter, man. And it don't matter how you feel inside of your mind. That's just how 99.9% of humanity is going to look at it. I don't care what bogus BS law America passes that give you some type of leverage and some type of rights. That's just how people are going to look at it. And you can call me transphobe all you want. If not wanting to do that's buffer than me to go in the bathroom after my 13-year-old daughter makes me a transphobe, then fine, I accept that label proudly. Because I don't care what's going on. If I have a future daughter, and she goes into a restroom, and I see some big buff dude trying to walk up in there with a mini skirt, this dude beard bigger than mine, it's all connected, thick mustache, walking around here, thick Adam's apple, all muscly, built like Darkseid and crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there behind him, and I'm gonna protect my daughter from whatever I gotta protect her from. That's real talk. Or I'm gonna tell her, look, baby girl, let's go. Well, I'm gonna find you a different place, okay? I'll take you to a different building. You're not going in there with him, okay? Because I don't want to have to freaking send somebody to meet God. The implication that this school board would even go as far as to try to cover this whole thing up, try to keep the boy's identity safe and all that type of stuff, transfer him silently and conspire to sweep this mess under the rug. It's really sickening, because it's like, you can't trust these people. These people claim to be in official positions over the people that you care, over your children. Like, we're supposed to be trusting our children with these people, and they can't even be trusted to do their job because they're gonna choose the agenda that the government is trying to force on them over the standard of protecting your child. And it's like, for that reason, that's why I'm a huge advocate of taking your kids out of these schools and homeschooling them. They already trying to show porn to our kids in these schools, man. It's like they even try to take the age limit of which they expose children to sexual conversations and so-called education down to much younger than the teen years. Like, I already told y'all about that stupid book in that video that I covered on my channel like a couple of months back. It's some book, I think it's for like ages 4 or 5 and up, and they're basically going into full-blown descriptions, even with little pictures inside and everything, explaining to children what happens when a man and a woman get together to do the do, if you know what I mean. And it's like, with that, they're also going into all this LGBTQ bull crap and gender identity and all that type of foolishness. And then you wondering why your son is getting to be 14 years old. He in middle school, early high school, and he running around here wearing a dress while also trying to sexually assault girls that are in his school. And it's for that reason why I'm like, no, y'all need to take your kids out of these school systems, because they are literally intentionally trying to train your kids to be sexually depraved freaks and perverts. Yeah, man. I saw this story earlier. A few people on social media talking about it and whatnot. And I looked up a couple of news headlines about it and everything, but man, let me tell you, dog. I was at work earlier when I saw this, man, and I'm telling you, man, my blood was freaking boiling when I saw that crap. It's like, father getting arrested because he pissed off at the fact that his daughter was sexually assaulted by some dude in a skirt who called himself a transgender, going in the bathroom after his daughter, the female restroom, which ain't supposed to have any room for people with elephant trunks, but yeah, he had his butt up in there and violated this man's daughter, so clearly he has a right to be pissed off. But no, he's being arrested because he's pissed off. I'm like, our children aren't even safe. It's a doggone shame. Our children aren't even safe. Your best bet is to homeschool your child if you don't want to be exposed to this kind of foolishness out here, because it's only going to get worse. This is what they're pushing for. They're pushing for a sexually immoral society where people grow up with just sex all over their mind. Like, they can't even think about nothing else. Young people aren't trained how to do basic adult things or how to have healthy, meaningful relationships, but they're being taught to explore themselves and to explore their gender identity and to freaking... This is what they being taught. And to be honest, with this kind of environment where such a deed could occur and you got the officials covering the crap up, you know what I'm saying? And you would think that it would be more parents in this country trying to stand up against this, just trying to make a stand against this stuff. But a lot of parents are very complacent. They just want their child out of their hair for the day so they can chill out and stuff. And they don't care what their kids are being exposed to or what they're being taught in these schools. And that's why our kids are becoming so messed up these days. That's my opinion on this matter. Look the story up, because like I said, it definitely made my blood boil. But we gotta be aware of where things are going in this country. This is what they trying to push out here, y'all. And like I said, it's only gonna get worse. I'm Elijah Wright. You can subscribe to this channel, or you can unsubscribe, you can like this video, or you can dislike it, share and comment. With that, I'll say peace.